It has to be repetitive. That is why in football, you don't reach the World Cup without discipline. And when it comes to your smile, the rules are the same. It's built by brushing morning and night because every meal is a snack attack, especially with World Cup games at dawn and midnight. Without the right defense, Gems will score. That is why Pep Student brings to you the limited edition World Cup toothpaste. Choose your defense variant from the Fresh Breath antibacterial and plaque removal. Get the Pep Student World Cup limited edition today, available at supermarkets and shops nationwide. This World Cup season, Pepsodent says when it comes to your breath, or if you like your oral health, my brother, my sister, fan a World Cup. The Northern Business Fair 2026. Something big is coming this July. Definitely coming with the nuts with it. Welcome to the Northern Business Fair 2026, where culture meets commerce. Made in Ghana takes center stage. For 2 exciting days, Jubilee Park will come alive with creativity, innovation and enterprise from across northern Ghana, from hand-woven smokes to beautifully crafted products and fast-growing local brands. You will have to join the team. Meet other top SME startups and homegrown brands, all in one vibrant space. And it's on Saturday, the 25th of July. To Sunday, the 26th of July 2026 in Tamale at the Jubilee Park from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Ready to showcase your business? Then please call 0205973973. 0205973973.
I agree with heavy, let it be a
From growing your businesses to completing that building project and supporting education of family, many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with a mega loan from SG Ghana. It's now your turn with even lower, more competitive rates. Achieving your dreams is now possible. With SG Ghana's mega loan promo, salaried workers of SG Ghana Limited,
in the name of Jesus,
companies, pensioners, and eligible customers can access support for personal needs, family commitment, home projects, and more. There's still time from now till July 2026. Apply and enjoy big loans at small rates. Yes, very low rates. A fast, hassle-free process that helps you to get moving sooner. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 030-2214-314. For more details, you may also visit the bank. Terms and conditions apply.
yes.
Lele rice has become a staple in many Ghanaian homes due to its quality and great taste. It's widely available across the country, from online supermarkets to local markets. Recently, Lele partnered with the Ghana Football Association, making Lele the official meal partner of the Ghana Football Association. This partnership highlighted the brand's commitment to supporting local initiatives and providing quality products to the community and the nation as a whole. If you're looking to buy quality long-grain perfume rice, it certainly has to be Lele. And I testify, I, Humu Kusum Tahiru, testify that Lele long-grain rice is delicious. Why? Because yesterday I ate some with kontomire stew. It was nice.
That you spoke, I'm gonna live it. You're so cool and I step into the hallway. You're waiting for me like you need.
Okay.
Cross the channel highway.
So Lele, the official main partner of the Ghana Football Association, Lele Tasty Food Happy Family. This advertisement is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. Gerald Asagi is still here in studio. I will cross to him shortly. But before I do, everybody is a winner in the Angalicious Abinwaha promo. Over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Angalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablets promo wrappers at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to reveal your unique code and send that to *713 *727 hash and win instantly. Cash prizes up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from the 15th of April to the 15th of July 2026. Hurry, don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply.
In the name of Jesus.
So below is the redemption centers in the Upper East region for the Onga promotion. Freeman Azuma, call them on 0201862231, and they are located at the Mr. Alex shop in Sawaba. Azuma Joy 0508065506. And that's Get Rich behind the post office.
It's all around.
Elizabeth Akurubire 0241530049. And they are the Queen Latifah New Market entrance. Linda 020-2299-022. And that's Mr. Kofi Navrongo main station. So these are the places you can go to get your redemption coupon. So yeah, stay tuned in because a conversation is going to begin, and I want to assure you that you will not regret staying tuned in. This is still A1 Radio. This is Daybreak Upper East.
We'll be full of testimonies, signs and wonders all around. You'll be swimming in abundance. You decree and declare it's over your life. Yeah. See, every word you've spoken, every prophecy, every word from the Lord, every word from the Lord, every good word from the Lord, every blessing from the Lord. Oh my God! Hey, oh my God! Hey, hey, oh my God! I agree with heaven. Let it be a one more time.
All right, so we are still here, and this morning we are going to have a conversation with the former Deputy Regional Communications Officer of the NDC here in the Upper East region. Gerald, I saw you trying to welcome him. You want to formally welcome him on air?
Yeah. So this morning we are interacting with Casper,
Okay.
Kampoli, Sandy. We're catching up old times. But,
Okay.
Casper is the national director for research for the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Yes, under this government. And he will talk to us about a lot of the things they do, and then we'll do some small politics because once a politician
There's no way
is
a
here,
politician will enter
will come in
here.
here. And, you know, for Caspar, Caspar is known to a lot of people in this region because of the politics he
Hey,
did
Gerald, whilst I
prior
was
to-
reading the LPM, did something happen that I didn't see?
Really.
No, you are smiling and talking about Casper this morning.
You know, we started a conversation off and maybe that's what is moving.
Okay.
Caspar, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yes.
All right.
Good to be here. I think what you do add, probably, maybe that is making, that to ask about Alice, that we are catching up on Vasco.
Okay, Nabias.
Yes. We're classmates.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
we're classmates. So just catching
Mm,
yes,
mm,
Yeah, apart from that. Good to
mm.
be here. Great to be
So, what have you guys done to help Nabia after you left the Navasco?
here. That will be
That'll be a conversation of offset.
Why offset?
No, but you know, year groups do what they do.
Okay.
So it's usually not.
And have you joined any
Oh,
of the
yeah,
year
we are
groups?
we are all in the old students association.
Okay.
Yes. We
When was the last time you paid your dues or you don't pay dues?
Humu, let's go to let's start today's conversation.
Very well.
Yeah.
Casper, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us about your organization and what you do.
Thank you.
Mm.
Good morning. The entire listenership of the A1 Radio. Good to be. This conversation, actually, I didn't want it. So,
Mm,
a person,
mm.
because the flyer, the station is deputy regional communication officer.
Sure,
so
we will definitely
I will
get
not
to
have
there.
to
This
do
is just
the colored politics.
Mm.
But if you want us to talk
want to
about
start from there.
yes, as Gerald said, work with the national. What NIP does. But have a potential for good,
Mm.
but to take build their capacity, rather than raise your business. That's it. All the regulatory bodies that you need to get certification or license from them to start your business, especially for young people. We are in that business of supporting and facilitating that. So that is what we've been doing. NEIP has existed over 10 years. It started in 2014 as Youth Enterprise Support. Then under JM1, or later on became National Entrepreneurship and Innovations Program. So we've implemented a lot of initiatives to support young people. The current one, which is government flagship policy, is to support businesses, is the Ejumora program. Yeah, it's a very impactful, results-driven program that seeks to build the capacity of at least 10,000 youth-owned businesses every year. We are down with the first cohort of 2025, where we selected about 10,887 go through training after we had received over 120,000 applications. They went through a 5-week comprehensive business development training where they were trained on how to start. The persons around the business just facilitate. But the one with the idea, we help fine-tune the idea, prepare their mindsets to even start a business. So about a little over 4,000 people got funding from the first cohort. I know not less than 300 young people from the Upper East region got monies ranging from 5,000 to 100,000 to support their businesses. We started the 2026 cohort. The application window was open in March. We closed it in April. The selection process is ongoing. We're looking at selecting another 10,000 at least.
Mm.
Last year we did 10,000. The president had asked that we should increase it a little. So we are looking at probably this time around minimum 10,000, but the possibility that this time we will train more than 10,000 is high because after the program, we've done some assessment of it, an evaluation review of the program, and realized that though there were people who came to the program looking for money, by the end of the day, the feedback we got, a lot of them appreciated the training we gave them. So we want to be more intentional about the training because that is what the training is all about. If you just throw money at a young person without preparing his mindset, without preparing him with terms of knowledge, they could go fail. So it's about providing the necessary soft skills by way of preparing their minds, giving them the knowledge, the skills that they need to start their business. So we'll train more this year. So the selection process will soon end. Companies have applied to train. So there was a bid. tender, people apply. We have training partners and innovation hubs. We don't do the training ourselves. So you have the capacity, either your entrepreneurship center, your innovation hub, your business development expert, your entrepreneurship consultant. You apply. And you apply and based on public procurement authority requirements, your state contributions, taxes, the staff you have, the facilities you have, and you have the capacity. We'll give you opportunity. We'll give you like 100 of them.
To
That
train.
process are all ongoing. So very soon, we are looking at starting the training in August, September for the Tomorrow program. Apart from that, we are doing other things. So we have Young Africa Innovates, where we scout for brilliant innovators who have inventions, a prototype that they need to fine tune. We have experts who put them in a week for 1 week. So these experts will help them fine tune their prototypes, get people who have the expertise in that area to handhold them, mentor them, and see the opportunity they can help them to take their innovations out.
Very
So
well.
we do a lot at NIP.
I can see, I
Yes,
mean,
we do a lot
from
at
what you
NIP.
have enumerated already, that you really do. If I allow you, we'll end up not talking politics.
Yes.
But really, to have you here is good. And we just want to find out from you, I mean, what exactly your impressions, general impressions are about the governance of the NDC so far.
Though this might be colored, because as an NDC person, one would think that I'm going to be subjective in my analysis. But before I came, I was listening to you. We are talking about the conversation about contractors, construction roles in the region. If there's anything that one can credit this government of, is the all encompassing and embracing participatory nature of the governance. There were times where we were called to be citizens but not spectators. But anytime people raise concerns, they were called, people were whining, people were naysayers, and all manner of things. His Excellency John Ramon wasn't called Ghanaians to be citizens, but he said, we are building the Ghana that you want. What it means is that you have a role to play in the Ghana you want. That is why you have NDC as a political party calling on contractors to go back to site and get roads fixed. It is not common where a party that is in government have its own criticizing people who are working under it. Ideally, you don't have the defense or the contractor has done is good, the back and forth between the parties. But we are of the view that what the others did that was not right, and they got that humiliated defeat, we are going to do things differently. Where we need to admit, we'll admit, and ask for suggestions on how we can improve upon it. So far, in terms of transparency, in terms of governance, in terms of participation, in terms of accountability, the government is getting everything right. Moses mentioned big push, sole source, what Full First Aid did, and all that. The president welcomed their investigative report and set up a committee to look into it, the merit of the issues raised. In other governments, they shelve it, they didn't even welcome it, they didn't even embrace it. It came with backlash. Though government will definitely come, and we had instances where government communicators disagreed with Full First Aid. But it didn't prevent us from accepting that feedback that the big push is something we are all yearning to, that it will open up this country, to open up the regions and benefit from it. So for me, if you ask about my assessment, I'm saying that this government, the efficiency, the accountability, the transparency of the governance is good. Last week, I came here purposely for the PEL, which is Prosperity Through Enterprise, Agri Resilience and Livelihood. As I said earlier on, I work in an enterprise development space. That is what we do. If we see any viable, sustainable business that have potential to create at least these jobs, we'll go at all length to support. We are intentional about it. So if a government comes and says, okay, we are NDC, but we are seeking ideas from the MPP, we are seeking ideas from the PNC, the Movement for Change, the PNC, AP, everybody, we have a lot of economic potentials. What can we do to change the narrative? That is good for the development of our region. So far, you take education aspects, we are doing a lot. This region has got a lot of educational infrastructure through Get Fund than we've ever seen in terms of what every district is getting. Today, you go to Gambibiko, a community day school we started, 8 years, they've not done anything. They are getting full infrastructure to a boarding school. Volga Central is getting a secondary school from scratch in Surubu. For the classroom, 60 unit, 12 unit, the dormitory block, they are scattered. So every district have got at least about 5 new infrastructure added to the infrastructure space. This is good. You go to the health sector, we have the CHIPS compounds. My DC recently launched commission a chips compound at Penda. Because of the facilities in it, the nurses, they are calling it a teaching clinic. It's not like we have a teaching hospital. They see it as a teaching clinic because it is a state-of-the-art clinic that is going to give them a very good environment to provide first-class health services to the people of the area. So every aspect of our life, the government is delivering interventions, initiatives that are changing our lives that they appreciate the government for.
I want us to specifically, and I will come back to the issue of infrastructure because we know that we still have a lot of school children sitting under trees, or if you like, sharing classrooms in the Boku West and other areas. But let's look at the 24-hour economy. It's one of the key things this NDC government spoke about. Job creation and skills, tax reforms, scholarships and governance reforms. Let's start with the 24-hour economy. It was one of the things that was most talked about. How would you assess, issues around it? What has government been able to do about the 24-hour economy?
Yes, I knew this question would come up because our colleagues on the other side, that is the major thing, the thing that we fail so far on. So 24-hour economy, you promise it. 24-hour economy, promise it. Because I can't talk about no fee stress, we are delivering on it. Free primary health care, we are delivering on it. Ghana medical transfer, we are delivering on almost in terms of the deliverable stock today. So they are trying to say 24-hour economy, where is it? But 24-hour economy is a new, novel, very encompassing framework. We've never seen it before. We in the NDC, we want to get things right. You must have a framework within which all other initiative and interventions will be anchored on. So we're not going to rush to say that we must implement it in a certain way in the first year for the people of
you are not in your first year.
Yes, I'm just saying that, so we are in the second year. But I'm saying that we're not going to rush in it. So what the government did was to have a framework. You must give it some legal basis. Because our laws do not even allow people to work a certain number of hours, certain times. So you need to find a way to make sure that the framework you are putting in place is anchored on our laws. So a legal instrument was put in place, taken to Parliament to set up an authority that is going to provide the guidance, the regulations, all that you need to operate a 24-hour economy. That has been done.
But Caspar, not to cut you short, it is one of your flagship campaign promises going into the election 2024.
Yes.
Is it far-fetched to ask that if you didn't really have a complete understanding of it, why did you campaign? Why did you make it a strong move for campaign? Because this framework you are doing by now, if it is the legalities and for it to sit into the laws and annals of Ghana, that would have been easier if the NDC had gotten the entire concept right even before outdooring it. Is it wrong to say that? Would it be disingenuous to the NDC to say that maybe you just chew it out because it was catchy?
No, so I agree with you that it was one of our flagship policies. But one of them, there are several of them, and it was a proposal. So when in opposition, when you make proposals, when you come to government, there are different things altogether. Because the economy we inherited, you now know what is in our books. Though we had intel of how the economy was badly managed. But when you get inside, you understand what was in the books. So a proposal, you come into government and you realize that things are in a certain way. You thought the foundation was right for a 24-hour economy to take off. You realize that no. Even in some of the districts across the country, the infrastructure is not even there to enable a 24-hour economy.
But that was even pointed out to you when you were in opposition, that this 24-hour economy thing you are talking about shouldn't be nationwide. Identify specific areas for the 24, but we said
no. We're going to introduce a 24-hour economy.
Yes.
We didn't say that every new country was going to have a 24-hour economy.
Or was that the narrative at the time?
The narrative was that we're going to have an economy that runs 24 hours.
Okay.
So if you, okay.
Yeah, that was the conversation. So we're going to have a 24-hour economy. Now, you must have the infrastructure to enable a 24-hour economy.
Right.
So if you do an assessment, realize that the 261 districts, you don't have a good infrastructure, which is going to be an enabling tool for the 24-hour economy. You can't go ahead and start it. You must have the foundation right. So we decided that, okay, apart from the attempt to use the Volta Lake as an industrial zone, where we have very enriching, important things to do there.
Right.
That will open up that aspect. You must have the local economies also promoting or having 24-hour economy. So it's okay. We're going to build markets. The economy must operate in market. The economy is not operating in vacuum. So let's build this infrastructure first. Let's sack the people's mind already that you are building a market here. In that market, you are going to sell 24 hours. The current markets we have, there's no police station, there's no space for fire service. If there's a fire outbreak, it's difficult for fire service to go into it. If you operate a 24-hour economy in the dead of the night, 1 a.m., 12 a.m., and there's a fire outbreak, and you have a fire service station there, the people's body are going to be consumed within the fire. So you must be intentional about preparing the environment for such things.
Before you expand that, is the 24-hour economy all about markets?
No.
So why markets? Why the
markets is an important tool for an economy to operate. Because when you're talking about economy, definitely you're talking about.
You talked
goods,
about
you're talking about
one job, one job, three.
Come there. Let's
Okay, so
finish them.
all
So,
right.
so my argument is that the markets are very important.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? Because you need a space, you need an environment where the 24-hour economy will be operated in. Whilst at that, there are institutions that we think they already have the tools to run a 24-hour economy. So, for example, DVLA, they run 24 hours. You go to a passport office, they do 24 hours. You go to the port, even before we announced it and made it a flashy policy, that was going to be all encompassed across the country. The Meridian Port Service, MPS, they were already doing 24-hour services. So there are aspects of our economy that is already running 24 hours. But we want to take this to other aspects of the country because all development is local. When we get the development right in our localities, Accra will not be flooded, Accra will not be choked. So that is why we are saying that we are starting with the markets. We have a 4-year mandate, my sister.
And those markets are supposed.
No. Yes.
And
but there are steps to make sure that we get it right. That is the most important thing. It's not about the speed.
Those markets, you have a 4-year mandate.
Yes.
Those markets are supposed to be completed in 36 months. How many years do we have in 36 months?
Now we're
Yeah,
running to
3 years.
2029.
36 months is basically 3 years.
So are you sure you still be in power?
Oh.
Can you say for a fact?
When do we start the construction process?
It's just
this year.
Yes. So how many?
I mean, a few months. The soft curtains was done in a month or two.
How many
But-
years?
How many years will take us into 2029?
and that's a part.
No. We're in 2026.
Yes.
That's basically 1 year.
Yes.
Yes.
2027, 2028.
Okay, so this year is
Yes. So we will need time. But
Caspar, the construction again is supposed to be done using 20% of the common fund. When the common fund is already stretched and already struggling to
that was
do
under Akufo-Addo Bawumia. Today, if you, and this is, you can go speak to the assemblies, speak to the coordinating directors, speak to the finance directors.
the money's coming.
They will tell you the difference between this administration and the previous administration when it comes to what releases to the assemblies. We have the richest of assemblies that we've never seen because assemblies today have around 15 million, 11 million, 6 million. There are times 4 years when we had 1 million hit the accounts. 100,000, 200,000, everything was centralized. The monies were sitting in Accra. They were capped. But today, monies have been sent to the assemblies. So after the allocation, the monies are there. Yesterday, I was in Paga. I decided to pass by the construction site, and the contractor is there, actively working. I've not been to my own district, Nabrongo Central, but Paga, I was there. I was going towards the border. Then I said, what is happening? I said, that is the 24-hour economy market they are building. I got there.
When are you going back?
Oh,
Can you please go around all the districts before you go back?
Unless you have evidence that some of the contractors are not working. And that is what, like I said earlier on, let's contribute to the development of this country.
Yeah.
We like the participatory nature. Let's name and shame contractors. That is the only way we can win our development. Because if you leave it for we the NDC and the MPP, yes, we the NDC have come to realize that we cannot always be praising the contractors because the road that I travel on doesn't know party colors. If I fall on the pothole and my car breaks, I have to fix it. So we will call contractors out. But you, the journalists, citizens, the road minister Goja is not in a border here. If a contractor is giving excuse I have not been paid, is that okay? It's not about you being paid. The road, our regional communication officer drew our attention to. It's not about you not finishing the road. You finish aspects of it and it's bad. So So you can't say you've not been paid. You've been paid for that work you've been done, but it's not what good. You mentioned Chichuluga Sandema Road. You are commending the contractor for doing good job. So let's name and shame. If a contractor is doing road which is not good, please. Maybe it work out attacks that you've singled a contractor out, but please, I'm not an engineer. But a road that has been constructed yesterday, if there are potholes on it, I know. We've been driving on this Dawood Road, which was constructed in 1987, 1988 when we were children. We've seen how long it took us for you to see potholes on it. So if you construct a road and it's not good, we must call you out. So if you see a 24-hour economic contractor who is doing shoulder work, don't hesitate to call the person out. What I will suggest is that make sure you have your facts right, that actually it is bad.
Okay.
It's too good to be true in terms of what you are going about it.
Maybe,
and let's all put our
Casper, last,
So-
my last question on the markets before
Okay.
you come in.
Yeah.
These markets, in all sincerity, I just want to know, is it just the name on the market, 24-hour economy market, or it is a market? I am asking this because I understand 24-hour mean the market is supposed to operate from 6 a.m. to the following day, 6 a.m.
Yeah, a
That makes it
cycle.
24. It's a cycle.
Yes.
Now we are constructing markets, and we are known to the terrain in the Upper East region, and you know that there are some places that the environment will not support 24-hour movement. Is it just a name we are putting on a market, or we are really expecting these markets to operate 24 hours? And I'm asking this premising on an earlier statement you said that we have come to a realization that not every place can operate 24 hours. So if not every place
Readily. Yes.
So if not every place can readily operate 24 hours, why then do we have a market that we expect to operate 24 hours? Are we not building ghost markets?
No. So before, not every place was ready to operate the 24-hour economy. We provided the infrastructure, the markets. Now, not every market is able to operate 24-hour economy like in Accra. The same like in Kumasi, Navrungu, Bolga. So there will be 24-hour economy in that market, but not like the manner in which it is in Accra. Not in the manner that it will be in what? Kumasi. No. So once the markets are built, definitely there will be a 360 24-hour economy activity going there. But it will not be like what you want to see in Accra. But definitely activities will happen in there. So it's context specific. If you go to Manavrongo, there are kind of economic activities that can succeed there. They will not succeed in maybe Ifumbisi, your district. There are some that will succeed in Ifumbisi, they will not succeed in Manavrongo. So after the market is completed, the local assembly, the local economic development team, and others who matter will identify the economic potentials. They will allocate the markets based on the activities. So I've not been to Burkina Faso, but I've told that there are places where people don't have shops. When others close in the night, that's where they come to sell in front of their shops. There are aspects of the economy that happens that way. So in terms of the creative industry, there are times we need open space to have events. You need to go organize a park, rent a school auditorium. But if a market is built in a way where the interior aspect of it is good, people can finish their market activities, close their shops, and people will use that space for other business activities, for the nightlife and others. So it's going to be context specific.
So talking
24-hour
about
economy will be based on the economic activities of that district.
talking about it being context specific. Couldn't it have been better if the party had sat down to do selective choosing of certain districts that really need these 24-hour markets, and districts that do not need them, that already have existing markets that can be enhanced? Probably you just find a space there to see if you can create a daycare. Maybe if you can get a station there. I mean, usually is more of education, an office area for the fire personnel to do more of the education to prevent even fires from happening, and being alert so that when there are fires, they can quickly send, because even the already existing fire stations we have in the region or in the regions, some of them are struggling. Sometimes they call them to places and we hear that they don't get them in time. There's no water. I mean, sometimes some of those ones are allegations and all of that. But couldn't we have selected, for instance, you come to Bolga, we already have 2 markets that are doing not so bad. You can just enhance them. The lighting system, drainage. These are things that can be done. Then the one you are supposed to build in Soka BC, those funds are redirected to something else.
I agree with you. That could be one of the, there are different models to achieving development. But I am one person who believes that Bolga might not be developed like Accra, but there are people in Bolga who understand life, who understand governor, who understand than people in Accra. So this day and age, you don't have to underestimate the potentials of any economy, any space. So if you say that Bolga is not ready for this, you probably are not abreast with the entire life of Bolga. That is why you are thinking about it. Is it that today people are not on social media, not on TikTok, they are not on Facebook, people are not selling from Bolga to people in Europe, people are not selling from Bolga to Asia. What aspect of Accra can you not find in Bolga? Or you cannot find in Abrongo? Recently, I went to a community to monitor the branch elections. And sincerely, I was impressed with the kind of development I saw there. And the community did not have electricity. I'm like, what? Huge mansions in the eastern part. I don't want to mention, like somebody will say, oh, you thought we were not that developed or what? The buildings I saw. I'm like, where do these people get their money from? And the guy was like, oh, some of them go to Accra to do engage in this mining, some go to Sankasi, some others. So our space is ready for anything that you think that can happen in Accra, can happen in Kumasi. So we're not going to say this race is not ready. We know it will, the economy in terms of 24-hour economy might not be like Accra, Kumasi, but there are people who need the 24-hour economy. So you don't deny those people because a lot of them are not yet ready for it. They will not get to benefit from. No, they are entitled to it. The others, when you stimulate it from with that few, others will come on board. Others will come on board.
The issue of establishing a women's development bank, couldn't that have started separately whilst we wait for, in speed? Because people are really in need of resources to expand their businesses or to start businesses, whilst we wait for the completion of the 24-hour economy markets, rather than boxing it into the construction of those markets.
Once again, let me say, NDC, you have a 4-year mandate. We appreciate the fact that people are in a hurry. They want things to be done. We have good ideas, good proposals. So they want all of them to be implemented for them to enjoy good living. But we need to take time on some of these things. I call myself a he for she. I've worked on projects that are more about women. I love to empower women. When it comes to affirmative action towards women, there are some of us are for it. The Women Development Bank, the Bank of Ghana has given licenses. The necessary things will be put in place for the bank to be established. There were times where people use other things to what? To collapse bank and say that there were not liquidity issues and all that. So the 24-hour, the Women Development Bank, it will come. It's just a matter of time. The right things have to be done.
Okay.
This is a legacy mandate of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We are not coming to do the old things. Rushing, tick a box. There were times people said they were going to do one district, one factory. We have 15 districts. I'm not even sure the entire northern Ghana has any functioning one district, one factory from the MPP. I'm not sure the entire northern Ghana has one small scale dam in terms of one village, one dam from the previous government. Because they rush in order to dig anything, they dig ponds, which your own Joshua Sarah described as what? Tasty dams. So with all these lessons and getting a huge mandate like that, you don't come in and just implement a policy and tick a box that will set the Women Development Bank. It's not a 24-hour economy. No, we are going to get things right. Even if His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not there, the foundation is laid. And we are hopeful that based on how we run this economy, where inflation unprecedentedly is less than 5, our dollar, CD is performing very well toward the dollar. The economy has been stabilized. All the rating agencies are giving us good marks for what we have done. If he leaves, which we know NDC, the next person is going to be an NDC president. There's no two ways about it. He will continue. So this one is to get the foundation right. That's why we're saying we are resetting the economy. If you are resetting, you're going back to our base, where governance must be responsive. It must be participatory. And it must be done well.
How far with the restoration of revoked bank licenses?
I have not followed that conversation that much, but I know recently Group Indum, their licenses have been given back to them. Once in a while, you see people Indum announcing that this branch is ready to be open, this branch is ready to be open. Things have to be done right. If there's enough evidence and our courts can prove that the bank's licenses were not rightly revoked, they will do the needful as they did for a Group Indum, and all of them will come back. Just that the banking sector operates on trust. People must trust that when they give their money to you, when they need it, they will have it. So with that baggage, with that name tag of monies were misappropriated, insider trading, sending your money to one company, will people be happy to go back to these banks? It's not left to the owners of the bank to find a way to get Ghanaians to believe that they're a good bank once again and they can trade with. Yeah.
You also talked about community-oriented mining schemes. We here in the Upper East region are blessed, or if you like, I don't know if it's a blessing or...
Oh, it's a blessing. To have 10 of your districts, we are told have gold.
And I want to believe that even the remaining 5, if we do due diligence, we might find some amount of gold in them. So, and we are also told that we have a number of people that are not regulated. I don't want to call them illegal miners, but their activities are not regulated. How is government working to make sure that assemblies are able to at least get something from the mining activities in their districts?
For me, I think the lessons we are learning from Obuasi, Takwa, and others is our people, the illegal mining. So the regional minister, I saw him in the bushes trying to stop the youth from engaging in this illegal mining, but rather scouting for large-scale mining companies that can mine this gold in a sustainable way, that our lands will not be destroyed. So it's good to have Cardinal is doing well. I've seen a lot of our sisters,
but in your please, not to cut you short, you said you are going to start schemes that are community oriented.
Yes.
Because you see, these companies, most of them are foreign owned companies, or if you like, already well or big companies, well-established companies who already have enough. We also have our indigents who want to mine and make some money. Sometimes those monies stay. They are retained in the economy. They build hotels, they build schools, so we all get to benefit from it. How do we get those people to mine?
Oh, so I'm not sure about the framework. I'm not too abreast with it. I'm not going to speak to you in terms of what I did, but I believe that if there's a cooperative in any of the communities that have the capacity and apply using the right laws, the license will be given. That's why we have small-scale mining. Small-scale mining limited to only Ghanaians. Foreigners all going to large-scale mining. So if you build the necessary capacity, why not? You'll be given the opportunity to mine. But our people have not built the capacity for small-scale mining. But the right want to do what the illegal galamsey that we call it. So I'm told of a company, an indigenous who owns that company that is interested in mining in the eastern part for coal, Zebula Enclave. That is Marapoma Mining Services. Marapoma, the owner, I'm told, is from the eastern part of the region. So there are indigenous who are coming home because they've built enough capacity and they want to mine these things in a sustainable way. They are engaging the traditional leaders, they are engaging government, and government is ready to partner with them to do this mining. But the community mining that we are talking about, you should build the capacity that you can mine it in a sustainable way. Mind you, I'm not sure if our forefathers, a first generation of us, had decided to discover this gold some time ago, maybe we wouldn't have come to meet it. So whatever you're going to do, you should be mindful that people are coming after us, and they must come to also benefit from this natural resource. So the approach is sustainable mining. Build the necessary capacity, and government will not have a problem because we want the money to stay in Upper East, and we are ready to support anybody who has the capacity. Some of us are not too happy that Chinese people are the one mining these things. But in the mining space, we do not have people who have built that capacity. So far, it's Ibrahim Mahama who has built the capacity. But when he's given the opportunity, because the brother is the president, the narrative is like, oh, this is conflict of interest. It's your brother, you are giving it to him. But if you follow the young man's activity, you realize that he has built the capacity. He has even gone outside this country, probably to use them to practice how to mine gold before now coming back to Ghana, because he used to provide mining support services. He wasn't into mining himself. He had the equipment that he provide the people to help them mine. I come to realize that I cannot provide you equipment to do the mining when I have the capacity to do the mining himself. Then he came back to Ghana and said, okay, I'm interested in this mine, And because of partisan coloration, political should not be given to him. But I believe that if there's an MPP person from Upper East region who has built the capacity and wants to go to maybe Sandema where there's gold to mine, we should give the person the opportunity.
Right.
At the end of the day, young people, young women from the district and the region, who are going to get the jobs to build the economy for us.
Before I go on to ask my question, I want to shift the conversation a bit. But we have some comments coming in on our social media handle, Facebook. And so please, if you are listening to us, you can also go on Facebook and leave your comment there. We have Citizen Apuada. Say solid submission on the Jumura. Saboro David also gave a blast of excitement on Ejumora as citizen Apuade came back to say that the man who thinks on his feet trusts Caspar to deliver on the job, the man to lead the attack of the NDC. Okay. Is he telling us something, citizen? We'll come back. We'll find out from Caspar. Landlord from D-Line says great submission so far, and he's monitoring your discussion at Alatko Atulam. A solid submission on Ejumewura. Power Zachary Abdallah says that from Prof. Zach, good morning to you and your cherished listeners, especially Bosu Comrade Caspar Sunday Kampoli in the studio. He's dissecting the issues with brilliance, and kudos for being back to continue with what he enjoys doing as a communicator. By the end of the tenure of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, development will be seen dotted across the region. And these are some comments that are coming
in. Yeah,
I want to know what citizens said about the man to lead the attack of the NDC, but just have that in mind. We'll talk about it. But we still want to look at one of the promises, very relevant promises you made to the good people of Ghana, to which I believe that the ordinary farmer in the Upper East region would to benefit bountifully. It's almost 2 years into the administration of the John Dramani-led. We are not seeing the limelight. I'm talking about the farm mechanization center. That was a major problem. Farmers complained about not having enough tractor services, combined harvester services, and it was a solid promise. The anticipation was that by now, these farm mechanization centers should be operating, but we are not seeing it. Again, farmers are complaining about high cost of inputs, i.e. fertilizer, seedlings. We are still, and we had some fertilizer were giving out, and in addition, we had some drone services that maybe I don't want to. But let's talk about the farm mechanization centers. Why is there a delay in fulfilling this major promise to the farmers?
Agri sector in Upper East region, and you are specifying it to Upper East region. I think I agree with you. We can do more. We can improve. We can give our farmers more opportunities. I know the president at Casort, a number of them in the southern part of the country. It's our time we also get our own. And I believe, once again, within the 4-year mandate of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Upper East region's farmers will also have a good farm service center where we provide a one-stop shop of all the facilities they need, improve seedlings at a lower cost, tractor service and all that. So it's still early days yet, almost 2 years, but we are committed to delivering that in the region. When it comes to the prices of farm inputs, Jared, if you don't produce the farm inputs in Ghana here, we import them. What a government can do is to make sure that your cedi is performing well against the major currency, so that when you are importing it, you can import it at a lower price, able to sell. That is what the government has done. For whatever reason, some of these inputs are still, the prices are still what? High. They are still high. But I often ask, because today people are producing more. People say rice is flooded in the market, maize is flooded in the market.
You haven't been to the market. Please do. I can tell you of series of conversations we have with farmers who
not even in the market, Gerald.
They are even certain of going back into the field again.
Yes. So what it means is that consumers are happy, but the farmers are not happy. But that's the point. Consumers are happy because when they go to the market, the prices are low. The producers are not happy. We must find a fine balance to make sure that the farmer is able to still produce and the consumer is able to buy. So once again, I believe things will be put in the right place within the 4 years. The farmer service centers, we have not experienced ours, but the economy is so big. It has various facets. So we are tackling education, we are targeting health, we are targeting energy, we are targeting roads and all that. One thing at the time. Once they cut short for other districts, Upper East will also have our own. So my commitment to you is that before the 4-year mandate of John Dramani comes to an end, our farmers will have that one source center. But we are doing well to make sure that the cedi is performing against the dollar, so that people can import fertilizer at a lower price.
But Caspar, 15 MPs from the Upper East region.
Yes.
Is it enough to say that we are just 2 years and we'll do more? Because the people of the region have actually not seen it yet.
But it doesn't mean it will not come. And once again,
so how long should they?
There are other things that people of Upper East region are getting that other districts are not getting.
Like
the education infrastructure that we have gotten in this region. Others have not gotten it. Sincerely. Others have not gotten it. Not even one. In terms of
are you talking about the once the assemblies are building or the GET Fund? Which educational infrastructure exactly?
Get
okay. How many are they?
Oh, I can't count them. But all I know is that every district has got at least 5 projects from GET Fund. So I'm saying that when we have others and others do not have it, our time will come, because others also complain about others. But because you don't have the resources to solve all the things within one budget line, you need time. You need to take them one after the other. So if the narrative is that you have 15 MPs, why are we not? We can't get all at the same time. But what the assurance is that you've seen your MPs daily work to solve other problems of yours. So give them time, they'll deliver. MPP has been in government for 8 years. Forget the fact that they don't have MPs here. We are still citizens. We pay tax. We have fundamental human rights. So don't tell me that because they didn't have more MPs from Upper East, they are not under any obligation to develop us. No,
but they didn't have the people who were frontiering the conversation right on the floor of Parliament. Now we have an opportunity of having 50, to whom much is given, much is expected.
We are delivering much. Just we are saying that have patience for us.
Boga, the Kolari, the bridge there, it's still lying.
You know very well that contract was awarded in the NDC. The MPP, if they had committed resources to it,
they did 70% of the work, so they made us to believe.
Yes.
And you guys,
but the road is under contract.
All right.
And I'm sure you don't want to, you know that Ayene, who is the Attorney General, if you have the magic one, he will do it because he travels on that road. But there are legitimate bottlenecks in terms of contracts, how COVID came and facilities were not coming. All those things have to be ironed out. So at all times, you must trust your MPs that they wish to have you developed. They are bottlenecks. If they don't surmount those bottlenecks, they can't give the development. But we also appreciate the feedback. It's very important. We appreciate the feedback. So 15 MPs, daily they are negotiating. Daily they are in the offices. In my small office I sit at NEIP, I see MPs. Do you have phone numbers from MPs from Cheruponi, Yoyo, because they come to my office and they've not seen my boss and they hear there's another brother there. Went to see Caspar. Because they are daily knocking on CEOs' doors. They are daily knocking on ministers' doors for development. Like I was telling you earlier, what the young man in Accra is looking for, the young man in Masabo is not looking for same. So you don't think that your people don't need certain facilities. Every young person wants everything because they see it on TV, which is across the globe. So if you are sitting in your office thinking that your people are backwards, you won't look for opportunity, they'll vote you out. So they are daily working to make sure that all these things are done, please.
Very well.
Give them the some space. They are delivering on other aspects. The others will come. Even if you are not able to finish it, development is continuum. As you are developing one aspect, others are also deteriorating. That is the sad aspect of it. You are considering new routes, old roads are getting bad. So we are talking about big push roads. Today, driving from Island of Rongo, Bolga, Boku to Kumasi, the Tamale straight out route, which was constructed over 30 years ago, is bad. So now we are talking about new routes, but the old route must also what? Be fixed. What are we talking about in terms of Tamale, Bolga straight road? A contract was awarded under the MPP administration. 30 million Ghana cedis given to contractors. Bamia cuts off for it. They took the money and they never did anything. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to give the money to that contractor, or we should leave the big?
When they took the money and they didn't do anything and your party came into power, what did you do to getting the money back? That's actually another discussion.
You heard Agoja tell that they should bring the money. They should bring the money.
Okay.
And they had Pegu. Yes, when I was coming, I passed there. I said they returned back to site after. Is it under Savlugu?
Okay.
So government is making sure that every city that went to wrong hands in the period of administration is retrieved for us to be able to do these things.
Yeah.
But oral is there, and the AP is not supporting oral. Oral is operation recover all loot. If you don't recover the loot, you can't do more. Because
So far, how much has Oral recovered?
We are in court.
And how many prosecutions has Oral been able to successfully get? Anyway, let's I mean, before
hearing the cases.
Before
good to me is plea bargaining. It's negotiating to pay back. Gift Owari of National Service is there. Signals Bureau is there. Hanan wants to run. He has been caught. So Oral is actually acting, and Oral is catching up.
All right.
Just give us time.
All right.
We will deliver. Have patience for us. We can understand how far you've come. You can't wait to get these good policy we announced in 2024. Deliver the.
But do you think that the NDC promised too much than it could? Did they bite more than they could chew?
No, they didn't bite more than we could chew.
Because I feel maybe the NDC, it's just the government is trying to say, oh yeah, we know we made a lot of promises, but are you trying to find excuses around the inability to deliver what
we are delivering? When you say inability to deliver, Gerard, BCCI of this government, look at the economic indicators. I don't know whether you still teach. It's going on we spoke. Yeah. But as a teacher, when I was teaching about GIS, there was something we call academic intervention. 2022, 2024, they have no paid academic intervention. 2024, 2025, they have no pay. So yesterday, money was released to pay academic intervention. So for 2 years of the MPP administration, they've never paid academic intervention to our teachers. These are areas this government is paying. So what it means is that disbursement, statutory releases are not on time. Hitherto, those monies were diverted to Ponzi schemes, either a national cathedral or they are embarking on a phantom project in the name of one district, one factory, which will not yield anything. Now, statutory, which we all agree that this amount of money must go to this assembly fund, this must go to school feeding, this must go to youth employment agency, this must go to health. All those monies are being released on time. So we are not looking at those things that are making significant impact. And we are saying that, okay, because we promise this, the resetting means things must be done right. And it is that if you say you're going to give teachers academic intervention, give it to them at the end of the academic year. Don't leave it and then you wait in November, you just give them some thousand. But the academic intervention they are entitled to, are you paying it? So they must get the foundation right. And that is what we are doing, resetting first. Right.
Okay.
When you reset first, you cannot be talking about upgrade. But things were bad and some people say they're going to upgrade. So you can only upgrade corruption. You can always upgrade mismanagement, fiscal indiscipline, and recklessness. And we are not into that. Fiscal discipline is very important. So things must be done right before we can get some of these things to be.
And also, you talked about job creation and skills development. I mean, you touched a bit on that. But I want us to look at the recruitment service because it's an area of concern. How would you describe the process so far?
Excellent.
Excellent?
Excellent. I tell you, today, recruitments are advertised. Job opportunities are advertised. Everybody is given equal opportunity, irrespective of where you're coming from. Irrespective of where you're coming from. 8 years under MPP administration, you never even heard of customs recruitment, immigration. 8 years. If you heard it, probably once out of a blue moon.
Why sell out so many forms when you know you have a certain number you are looking for?
You are looking for the best. So you must give the best or everybody opportunity to compete.
If you're looking for 1,000 and you sell maybe 2,000, can't you get the best out of the 2,000?
Maybe if you limit to 2,000, you are cutting another 1,000, which would have been more competent than the entire 2,000. That is why we are building a dossier. We are building a bank of applications. If you get more than what is needed in one application window, you pick those that you can train immediately and leave the others and you pick from it. So you have a bank of application, a bank of people to be picking from. So to say that, why are you are giving a lot of people opportunity? Everybody must get opportunity. Who should not apply? But lessons have been learned, and I'm sure subsequent recruitment, maybe a ceiling will put on it, but I don't give a lot of people opportunity. But I believe that people should be given equal opportunity so that you can get the best. you can get the best.
Mind you, some of these people who are buying the forms are either calling relatives because they are unemployed to send them money to buy forms. Already they are stressed financially and they are buying forms which they can't even say for a fact whether they'll get the jobs or not.
Yeah, from some of us, our upbringing and how we pursue life, some of those things, they happen. It's like race. People put money into businesses and businesses fail. So if you help your younger brother with 200 pesos to buy a form, to try to get into the police and immigration and fire service, and he doesn't get it, you've not lost. You've not lost. The experience of going through all that is also billing your brother for something different. So you should not always look at, I bought the phone 250, I didn't get it. No, there are other expenditures that we've embarked upon. We were not sure of the
Aside
results of
buying
it.
the forms, you go and buy tracksuit, black and white.
After that, you still wear it. My dear,
And a white
you still
shirt.
you still wear it. You still wear it. You still wear
And
it.
a white shirt and
You
canvas.
still wear it. So when you get the opportunity, you forget about the trash suit, which
Okay.
you can buy thousands of them. So why would you say you are looking at spending 500 Ghana in all the recruitment process? And you are saying that, oh, I've not gotten it. I waited 500 cities. We shouldn't approach life that way. That's
Okay.
why most of we, the young people, the Gen Z, sincerely, when they come to us seeking for help, I tell you, some of us, when I started teaching in Congo, I was riding from Bolga to Congo. By then, the road was bad. We used to stand at fire service and beg when I completed training college. It took me 2 years before I had my first salary. My father had their salary. But you are still hopeful that you're on the right track. So spending 500 and you say, I spent 500, I didn't get, hey, people have spent thousands on certain adventures. They are still hopeful that it's a good exercise. So we shouldn't run down some things and
What
say,
of you-
I've wasted. No. There's
you-
no waste in anything about life.
Okay.
It opens you to one thing or the other.
Yeah.
You benefit from it tomorrow.
You describe it as successful, but how would you describe the issuance of communications to the people? Because somebody has applied. The person has progressed to one stage, to another, and probably doesn't even know what is happening. Communications doesn't come. They just rely on social media and all that. There hasn't been a deliberate coordination of communication. So, okay, this number of people at this stage will get. Sometimes you hear next month this is going to happen. Next month that is going to, and that never happens. And a lot of the applicants are complaining.
I don't know, but I would beg to disagree with you. I have a direct relative who applied for the fire service,
Okay.
and he has a portal.
Okay.
Every step of the way, when he went for the medicals, when he sent a message congratulating on the medicals, he has access to his portal.
Okay.
Some of our people, when they apply these things, they expect a certain way to be communicated to. And once again, some of our Gen Z brothers, they are too comfortable, they are too relaxed, they're not proactive. They don't follow up some things in a certain way. You that you've applied, are you checking on your portal to even see whether you've received a message?
So, for
seen
instance,
instances where people have been selected for a Jumoro program. They've been sent messages for 1 week. They've not checked their SMS. Then they reach out to me and I say, I know they've selected you. They've sent you messages. They went and check and say, oh, monies have been paid to a beneficiary from this region who have been selected. They've not gone to their bank account to even check.
They don't know.
And they are buzzing my phone with calls. I said, but I know they've paid this last week. So I went to the bank and the money is there. So some of our people, the proactiveness to act and pursue certain things is what is lacking. But there is in terms of the applications, I know the digital process, your portal is there. You can always go through and check every step of the way of your application. When you're supposed to do medical, it was communicated to them. It was digital.
Everything
was down to communicated to them.
Yeah.
But this day and age of computer, if you are not abreast with time, is it whose fault? All of us are saying, let's go on the internet, let's apply. It reduces the human interface and prevents corruption. And you still decide that you are not going to be there after completing senior high school. You will not learn these basic things. You don't blame everybody.
Well,
Because
we have limited time and we really want to know exactly what striking role you are going to play, how you intend to score goals, and all. Did they say defense?
Me, I'm interested in the people calling and he telling them,
The money is in the bank. We also want the money to hit.
No, what I'm saying is that the junior beneficiaries. We started from the region.
Yeah.
And once you are from the region, people reach out that I've applied.
Okay.
I am not the CEO, not the CEO. What I can say is I can seek for information to guide you whether monies have been paid.
Okay.
And this is that the money have been paid for your account. Have you been selected? Say I've been selected. Have they taken your bank account? You say yes. So go and check your bank. The monies have been paid. And most of people are benefiting from the region.
In line,
and that is what we need to.
In line of we're talking about the benefit people are getting from the NEIP in the region. Saboro David says, "Welcome back, Cassper. I miss your sharp discussion on the airwaves. Meanwhile, thanks for the assistance you are offering to the youth of the Upper East region since you took your appointment as the NEIP Director for Research and Innovation. We have Michael Abori saying, great submission, boss. The government is delivering at maximum in every sector. Ayenga Paul Agana says that the NDC and the Black Stars have taken the World Cup because everything in Ghana has been reset. Hey, this is what I'm struggling to understand.
Me too.
NDC and Black Stars are coming in here. Anyway, Agana, Sebastian Ahmed Abdullahi Jr. says, good morning, sir. My boss, Honorable Caspar Sunday. They are learning. Now let's talk about that comment that came about you leading the NDC. What's happening? Is there something we need to know?
Jared, the flyer that went out.
Yes.
You labeled me as former Deputy Regional Communication Officer. I've been speaking for NDC for over a decade. Myself and you from Navasco, I was SRC, you were at the time preferred. When I went
entertainment.
Oh yes.
Please go on.
When I went to both schools, I was SRC. My university life, I've always been in student advocacy. I've always been in activism. So from university, I started speaking for NDC straight up, doing my partisan politics. You decide not to come and do partisan politics. You choose the media, which I'm happy to see you do all the things you do. So we love speaking for our party. We love projecting our party. We love being out there telling the people what the NDC is doing. So last 2022, I contested for the Deputy Regional Communication Officer with my brother Abdallah, who won. We've been collaborating. We do a lot of things together. He has done fantastically well. He has served the people in that role very well. But at every point in time in life, when you take a step and you feel given the opportunity, given life, why not? You can try it. So for me, whilst away, I still come around, and my communication is not only limited to Upper East region. I do speak for the party at the national level. There are still consultations that, why not? You still have the opportunity. Why don't you come back home and try again to become the regional communication officer? So the calls are coming. And that is why people are thinking that to lead the attack, as in to be the communication officer for the party once again. So those consultations are ongoing. We are currently doing our branch elections. Okay. I went to Pusiga Tempani to monitor the process. The love, the interest in our party executive roles is unprecedented. So yes, Jared, you go to a police station, I have about 300, 400 people waiting to vote for someone to come branch police station chairman or secretary. Very competitive. We use the normal elections like we do general elections. People queue. We have poll. They go to the poll and vote. We finish with count. So same thing will come for constituency in October. The regional election is coming in November. I still have my eyes on the ball, as we see. So, but the time is not yet right. But what I can say is that I still have my eyes on the ball of the regional communication and so the NDC.
Interested.
The time reach, we'll see what the good Lord has for us. Because that is what we love.
Gerald.
Yes, and we wish you the best, and we are all waiting to see what the final decision is, and maybe the good people who are following you. As you said, the consultations are coming. Whatever the oracle eventually reveals. I know the NDC fraternity in the Upper East region will receive whatever decision you take eventually. But I want to take. I know Caspar may not be interested in whatever happens in the NPP, but whatever happens in the NPP also borders around the politics of the day,
especially in the region.
Especially in the region. A few days ago, we had the NPP in the region launch a group, the Lions of the NPP. Yes, vehemently they have indicated that it's not a vigilante. What would be your opinion about it? Because over the years, there's been a ban on political parties having these groupings in a political party. But they've vehemently stated that it has nothing, no ill intentions. But you should be interested, aren't you?
Very, very interested. And it's sad. and disappointing, to say the least, that the NPP will try to repeat what they usually do when they're in opposition. You remember that's what the Bolga Bulldogs, now they have the Lions of the NPP. With what we've seen with Dazwata and Bolga Bulldogs, I hasten to say that we are in for dooms, we are in for mourning. It's very unfortunate. This is a party whose regional chairman recently says the police special unit, which you popularly call the Black Maria, which has brought sanity, peace in our regional capital and other aspects of the region, should stop what they are doing, alleging that they are engaging in extrajudicial killing. A lawyer, bring evidence of engagement, and they say you don't have the evidence. Then the next day you launch a vigilante group, and you tell us that what? It's not a vigilante group.
Before you continue,
it's not accepted.
The chairperson of the NPP does not know of the group. We actually interviewed him, and he indicated that he was not aware of the formation or launch of the group. So
if he's not aware, what has he done to it? That the group was formed by people from your party. You have leading members on the platform during the launch of it. What is he doing about it? So for me, I think the Regional Police Command, the Ghana Police Service, must call on the NPP to disband it. There's a narrative that some of the boys who are engaging in this motor snatching, picking, are the people who have been regrouped to give them a semblance of some good cause to engage in criminal activities. Some of the guys who have been allegedly killed by this Black Maria, people say they belong to the NPP. And excuse me to say, we don't want to remind ourselves of how we lost an illustrious son of this region because of NPP internal wranglings, because of Bolga Bulldogs. So the Regional Police Command, the Ghana Police Service, they must let the NPP disband that group. It's not accepted. It's outlawed in our laws.
Right.
Very well.
Right.
The regional chairman cannot run away from that thing that he's not aware of it. You're the head of the party. If you're not aware of it, you're a lawyer. Your party has launched a group that is outlawed. What have you done? Disband it. And
Finally.
we want to hear from Bawumia too on this. The leader of the party, we want to hear from Bawumia. Does he endorse the Lions of the NPP in Upper East region? Because this could be anti-party behavior. In the NDC, if you go and launch something that is outlawed, we will call you to disband it because we cannot accept it in our party.
Right.
So Bawumia must tell us, is he the one who has launched the Lions of NPP to engage in extra things that are not accepted? The insecurity that we experience under them. Black Maria has come. If you come here and host critical issues, 10 p.m., you can ride your motor the whole Bolga. Nobody will snatch it. But it used not to be so. 9 o'clock, ladies traveling from Botek, going towards Akayet, their motors have been snatched. Today, people can go about their activities. I come to launch the Lions of NPP to engage in this thing. We will not accept it. They must disband it. The police, Regional Police Commander, if he's listening to me, please, we don't want to go back. You will like what you and your boys are doing. Everybody is praising you that you brought sanity to our region. We love it. Continue it. Don't let anybody use partisan colors to continue what you have stopped. We don't like it. We will never accept it.
Caspar, what is your final take this morning before we move?
Jared, great to be here. I miss these conversations. Time and space has not allowed me.
That is why we have to limit. That is why we have to limit. If not,
keep on doing the good work you are doing. We need you to support us. On the aspects of the road infrastructure, please, let's be citizens. Let's name and shame contractors. If a government initiative is being delivered and not delivered well, let's call them out. From our side as NDC, we'll join you. Parties will come and go. We live in the region. We are not ready to tap any contractor at the back. We'll plead and wish that people from the region get contracts. But when you get the contract, give us value for our money. Give us value for our money. To our MPs that you are seeking that they should bring development, have time for us. Have a little bit patience. They are all daily struggling. They are knocking on doors to bring development. If you don't get it today, you get it tomorrow. And we have a 4-year mandate. 24-hour economy will count.
Which you've done how many years already?
Oh, it's just 1.5 years. So it's not even years. It's not even years. So thanks so much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much, Caspar, for coming. And that's how we end the conversation with Caspar Asande Kampoli. He is a former Upper East Communications, Deputy Communications Officer. And he joined us this morning to help us discuss issues. You're still live on A1 Radio. We're going to be having a conversation with the NEDCO on the e-billing projects, and you don't want to miss out on that conversation. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back. Hello.
testimonies.
All right, so not to waste much time, I want us to begin with our conversation on e-billing. And we are here in studio with Mr. Adam Ahmed. He is the Customer Relations Assistant at Nedco. Good morning to you, sir, and thank you for coming.
Morning, and thanks for having me.
Sure.
Good to be here.
Uh-huh.
We begin by saying good morning to our parish business.
All right.
Bring you greetings from the Mr. Eric, Engineer Eric. I was supposed to be here with my boss. Due to cause, all that stuff. Work, so
All right. I hope she's doing well.
she's doing well.
She's my very good friend.
Oh, really? Okay. So out there for some training and all.
Oh, okay. Very well. So we want to understand what e-billing is all about.
Okay. So yes, as you all know, well, it's becoming our one's digital. So with this new initiative that we're board, it is actually a digital transformation initiative to modernize how Nedco distributes bills electricity, replacing manual paper bills with automated digital. So this old-fashioned where we used to deploy our guys to go around community paper being away
Okay.
now. Then it
Why is Nedco changing the billing system? Was the other one not efficient?
was efficient. We realized that it was not too conducive for most of our customer training, time consuming. You know, our sister company, Ghana Water Company, they have already kickstarted. So they are doing well. So for us, we want to improve our operational efficiency and eliminate all manual entry errors. And it's the reason why we're producing it. So instead of guys coming to your house, why not? We'll just send it to you digital. See your pay. You know which month you are paying, how much you're paying.
Okay. Yeah. What is a customer audit fees?
Well, it has to do with like I said, we'll deploy the meter readers to your house.
Okay.
They would come there and do some assessment. What they do is that they would visit every premises that we have to verify the meters, accurate data, every customer. So that's basically the audit.
How long is this supposed to take?
A 1 year period.
By the